Hey everyone, welcome back to the StriveX podcast. My name is Arjun, one of the co-founders of StriveX Academy and the founder of StriveX podcast, and this is the other founder,
Shari Sharma.
And today we're going to be talking about Vine, which was a social media platform that grew in popularity in around 2015, 2016, and it kind of set a precedent for short-form videos that we have right now. And we're going to be talking all about it in today's podcast episode, including the introduction, the rise, and as well as its downfall. Apologies for the long wait in podcast episodes. I know we said that we were going to make a podcast episode once every 2 weeks. However, we have been really busy with schoolwork and more plans that we have rolling out for StriveX in the next few months or so be on the lookout for that. So without further ado, let's take it to Shoria to talk about the history of Vine.
So let's dive deep into the history of Vine, exploring the inception, rise to popularity, challenges, and eventual closure, as well as its lasting impact on the digital landscape. So the inception and acquisition by Twitter. Vine was created by Dom Hoffman, Russ Yusupov, and Colin Kroll in June 2012. Its concept was simple yet innovative. Allow users to create and post 6-second looping videos. This idea quickly caught the attention of Twitter, which saw the potential of short-term video content to complement its microblogging service. Twitter's acquisition of Vine was a reported of $30 million, even before its official launch, signaled a strong belief in the platform's potential. Now, the launch and the growth. Vine officially launched on iOS in January 2013. And it didn't take long for it to become a cultural phenomenon. Its unique format encouraged creativity within constraints, leading to the rise of Vine stars who mastered the art of conveying humor, storytelling, and artistic expression in just 6 seconds. The platform later expanded to Android and Windows Phone, broadening its user base. Now, the features and community building. Vine's features were relatively straightforward but effective in fostering a sense of community and engagement among users. The ability to re-Vine, and comment on videos created a social network of sorts centered around video content. Editing tools and the option to upload videos also allowed for greater creativity, making Vine a breeding ground for viral content and internet memes. Challenges and competition. Despite its popularity, Vine faced significant challenges. The rise of Instagram's video feature in 2013 introduced a direct competitor, one that benefited from Instagram's already large user base and integration with Facebook. Instagram videos were longer, initially 15 seconds, providing a slightly broader canvas for creativity. Additionally, the emergence of platforms like Snapchat, which offered ephemeral video content, and later TikTok, which perfected the short-term video model with advanced editing features and an algorithmic feed, further eroded Vine's user base. The ability to effectively monetize the platform also posed a problem. Many top creators who had amassed large followings on Vine started to migrate to YouTube, Instagram, and other platforms that offered better opportunities for earning revenue for their content. Then the closure and their aftermath. Twitter's decision to discontinue Vine in October 2016 was met with disappointment from the community. By transitioning the app to a standalone service for hosting videos, Twitter hoped to preserve the cultural artifacts created on Vine, but ultimately moved away from supporting the platform as a social network. The introduction of the Vine camera app allowed users to continue creating 6-second videos but lacked the community aspect that made Vine super special. The app's closure marked the end of an era in social media, but also highlighted the challenges of sustaining a platform in the rapidly evolving digital landscape. Now, the legacy that Vine leaves behind. Vine's legacy is multifaceted. It's demonstrated the appetite for short-term video content and influenced the structure and approach of future platforms like TikTok, which has seen tremendous success by building on the foundation laid by Vine. Many Vine stars successfully transitioned to other platforms, leveraging their fame to build careers in entertainment, music, and content creation. Vine also highlighted the importance of platform monetization and creator support in the digital age. The challenges Vine faced underscored the need for platforms to provide value not only to their users but also to the creators who fuel the ecosystems with content. In retrospect, Vine's impact on internet culture, meme generation, and the digital video landscape is undeniable. It showcased the potential for creativity within constraints and paved the way for the next generation of content creators and platforms in the social media era. Now let's take it to Arjun to talk about the pros of Vine.
So for the pros, Vine, the short-form video hosting service where users could share 6-second long looping video clips, had several notable advantages that made it popular during its lifetime. Creativity and innovation. The 6-second limit forced creators to be highly innovative and creative with their content. This constraint inspired a wide range of unique, entertaining, and often humorous videos that could quickly capture an audience's attention. This meant one thing: users must utilize the 7 seconds they had to their advantage. This birthed an era of iconic memes, such as "Damn, Daniel," "Hi, welcome to Chili's," and "What are those?" Ease of use. Vine's user interface was straightforward, making it easy for users to create, post, and share videos. This accessibility helped attract a broad user base, from casual users to more serious content creators. Viral potential. The brevity and often catchy nature of Vine videos made them highly shareable, leading to rapid viral spread on Vine itself, as well as other social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook. Vine also offered a strong sense of community among its users. It was common for Vine stars to collaborate on projects, which helped to expand their audiences. The app also facilitated interactions between creators and followers, enhancing engagement. Vine served as a launching pad for numerous artists, comedians, and musicians, allowing them to showcase their talents and build a following that could translate into opportunities beyond the platform. Some of the most popular YouTube creators, such as Logan Paul and Liza Koshy, initially started on Vine before branching off onto other platforms. Vine was a valuable tool for sharing real-time events and news in an easily digestible format. Its immediacy was beneficial for highlighting current events, trends, and public reactions. This led to the birth of challenges such as the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, as well as the Mannequin Challenge. When it comes to politics, the shooting of Michael Brown in 2014 led to protests in Ferguson, Missouri, which was documented on Vine. Marketing and branding. Brands quickly recognized Vine's potential for reaching younger demographics. The platform allowed for creative, impactful advertising that could easily be integrated into users' feeds without feeling intrusive, leveraging influencer partnerships and creative content to engage potential consumers. Companies such as Dunkin' and A&W began advertising their products. Even celebrities such as Daft Punk and Shawn Mendes advertised their music on the platform. So this goes to show the amount of potential that Vine had when it comes to building communities, and also it fostered a sense of engagement as well as kept people up to date on news and politics as well. However, what are the cons of Vine? Let's take it to Shoria to discuss that.
Now let's talk about the cons of Vine. Number 1, lack of monetization opportunities. The absence of direct monetization significantly impacted creators' ability to sustain their efforts on Vine. Unlike YouTube, which had established a partnership program allowing creators to earn a share of ad revenue, Vine did not introduce a similar scheme. The lack of financial support meant that even more popular Vine stars found it challenging to justify the time and effort required to produce content exclusively for the platform, leading them to explore other avenues where their creative output could be financially rewarding. Number 2, their limited video length. The 6-second constraint, while unique, posed a creative challenge that was not suitable for all types of content. Storytellers, educators, and those looking to produce more in-depth content found the format restrictive. This limitation made Vine versatile compared to platforms like YouTube, where content length could vary widely, accommodating a broader range of video styles and subjects. The brevity of Vine videos, though innovative, ultimately limited the platform's appeal to a narrow audience segment. Number 3, competition from other platforms. Vine's competition expanded rapidly, with platforms incorporating video features that directly competed with or surpassed Vine's offerings. Instagram's introduction of video sharing with longer time limits directly targeted Vine's user base, offering them a platform they were likely to already be using for photos. Now, Snapchat provided a new way to share moments through ephemeral videos, appealing to the younger demographic. TikTok later emerged with advanced features such as effects, filters, and an algorithm that was personalized for the user experience, making it a more attractive platform for video creators and viewers alike. Number 4, creator retention challenges. The migration of Vine's top creators to other platforms was a critical blow to the Vine community. Those creators who had built a significant following and were central to the platform's appeal began to leave due to better monetization opportunities elsewhere and the limitations imposed by Vine's format. This departure not only reduced the quality and quantity of content on Vine, but also diminished the platform's vibrancy and appeal to users, leading to a decline in engagement and growth. Number 5, platform stability and support issues. Technical issues such as the app instability, bugs, and a slow pace of innovation contributed to user frustration. As the digital landscape evolved rapidly, Vine struggled to keep up with the expectation of its users for a seamless and continually improving experience. This lack of responsiveness and updates signaled a failure to invest in the platform's long-term viability, making it less competitive and appealing over time. Number 6. Content moderation and quality control. Effective content moderation is crucial for maintaining a positive and safe online environment. Vine's challenges in this area, including the presence of inappropriate content and the difficulty in enforcing content guidelines, compromise the user experience. This not only affected the platform's reputation but also made it less attractive destination for advertisers, further complicating the monetization challenge. And number 7, short lifetime and sudden closure. Vine's brief existence meant that it only had limited time to address these challenges and evolve. The abrupt decision by Twitter to shut down Vine left the community with little time to transition or adapt, severing connections and disrupting the ecosystem that had developed around the platform. This sudden closure highlighted the precarious nature of social media platforms, particularly those that fail to achieve sustainable growth or adequately support their user base. Now let's talk about our thoughts, and I'll take that to Arjun to talk about his first.
Personally, I have a lot to say about Vine. To start off, I loved Vine. It birthed some of the most iconic moments in internet history, and there was really nothing that birthed dangerous challenges as other platforms such as Snapchat and TikTok might have. The community was built off of pure fun and enjoyment for the app, and the humor never seemed forced. It actually felt like an app where everyone on there was actually having fun, and the fact that Vines could only be 7 seconds made it even better. This meant no one could go on large rants, and with the short amount of time, people had to get creative with their ideas, meaning no one could ever drag out a joke. It felt like no one had any filter. Vine essentially set a precedent for short form videos. However, that might not be a good thing. As we have seen, apps such as TikTok have been blowing up in the past few years, as many do not want to commit to long form videos and just want quick entertainment. In an era of decreasing attention spans, this is negatively affecting the human body, primarily due to the fact that students are unable to pay attention in school and actually learn. The downfall of Vine for me was bittersweet. I think I only made about 2 Vine videos, none of which I can recover sadly, but I remember scrolling for an hour once and I was enjoying every second of it. It is sad though that the creators I watched were not getting money for the amount of effort being put into their videos. Maybe the downfall of Vine was a good thing. Creators were able to branch off to other platforms to get the money they deserve, and maybe if Vine was still around, it would be similar to TikTok. The creators of Vine did attempt to resurrect Vine back in 2020 with the app Byte. However, it got discontinued 3 years later. Elon Musk also tweeted if he should bring back Vine, to which his post got over 4.9 million votes in favor of bringing it back, and Elon has asked the Twitter engineers to reboot Vine. However, I feel as if we should let Vine go and remember it for what it was. Though I am sad that Vine is gone, I feel as if it is for the better, since if it were around today, its legacy would most likely be tarnished. So those are my thoughts about Vine. Though I did love it, I also hated it at the same time, and I feel like we should just remember it for what it was, and that's that. Now let's take to Shoria to discuss his thoughts on Vine.
So what are my thoughts? Well, I don't think the idea of Vine is necessarily a bad thing at all. It was a preview of what the generations to come would look like. I mean, it basically set the pathway for applications like TikTok to take over and completely revolutionize the concept of history. Everything is going to have a successor, and in this case, it appears that TikTok became that successor, a better version of Vine. I find this application great and bad for a couple of reasons. For one, I think it can be seen as a negative because TikTok isn't the best application, especially for teenagers. And I'm a teenager, so I could say this because I see this firsthand. It has provided scientific evidence for ruining individuals' retention spans, so it is a fairly detrimental for the average teenager trying to bolster their childhood. However, if we account for the creators, then it would make sense why such an application is a bad thing. They would not get any monetization options, which Vine just did not bring to the table. For a creator spending hours creating such work just to entertain its viewers, they expect at least some type of payment output. Otherwise, what is the point of even using the application? Why spend so much time time trying to produce quality content to put out to the world. If a creator makes no money off of Vine, they might as well resort to a different application, like Instagram or YouTube that provides monetization. Vine clearly did not show any support to their creators, and thus caused problems / their falling out. I believe that if they did provide some monetization output, perhaps more influencers would have been more inclined to join the application, as if it ended up stimulating the economy in the long term, it would have a beneficial output for the world. They additionally made many video limits and made it difficult for creators to even deliver quality content, suboptimal when it comes to content creation. However, on the flip side, it did start the pathway and foundation for TikTok to take over. The way I see this, Vine was simply the trial run, and TikTok took the baton and carried it out adequately and successfully. I mean, look away. You can't exactly blame the application. It was the trial run, and the end goal was TikTok. Given that all of our other podcast episodes usually have the thought section as a way of bashing the brand, I really have no true negative comments, and truly believe that Vine was a good idea that just needed some more support to come to fruition. Good concept, but bad execution. But now, let's take it to Arjun to talk about what we can really learn about Vine and what is the future for it. Because clearly we already know about TikTok, but let's see what Arjun has to say.
So what can we learn from Vine? Brevity and creativity. Vine's 6-second format forced creators to be succinct and innovative, leading to a unique style of content that was easily consumable and shareable. This demonstrated that constraints can often enhance creativity, a principle that continues to influence platforms today. Vine was a breeding ground for viral content, memes, and internet celebrities. It showed how quickly content could spread across the internet and how individuals could gain fame through creative expression in a digital format. Vine fostered a strong community of creators as well, who collaborated and engaged with each other's work. This aspect highlighted the importance of building platforms that support creator interaction and community building. Many Vine stars transitioned to successful careers in music, comedy, acting, and more. Vine proved to be an effective platform for discovering and showcasing new talent, a concept that continues to be significant in the digital age. The success of Vine influenced other social media platforms to integrate short-form video content, leading to features like Instagram Reels, Snapchat, and eventually TikTok. The legacy of Vine can be seen in how these platforms prioritize quick, engaging content. So now for the future. Platforms like TikTok have taken the concept of short-form video to new heights, further validating Vine's original premise. The popularity of these platforms suggests that short, engaging content will continue to dominate social media. Learning from Vine, current platforms offer extensive tools for content creation and opportunities for creators to monetize their content. The future will likely see further development in this area, making it easier for creators to produce high-quality content and earn a livelihood. The importance of sophisticated algorithms for content discovery was underscored by Vine. Future platforms will continue to refine their algorithms to personalize the user experience and promote content virality. As technology evolves, the integration of augmented reality and virtual reality in the short-form content platforms could provide new ways for creators to engage with their audience, offering immersive and interactive experiences. The rise and fall of Vine underscored the importance of platforms being adaptable and responsive to user needs and market trends. Future social media platforms will need to continuously innovate and adjust to retain user engagement and compete in the ever-changing digital landscape. In summary, Vine's legacy lies in its demonstration of the power of short-form content, community engagement, and the platform as a launchpad for creativity and talent. As we look to the future, these lessons will continue to influence how content is created, shared, and consumed in the digital age, guiding the development of new platforms and technologies. Now let's take it to Shoria to conclude this podcast episode on Vine.
So that wraps up our podcast episode. We went from the history of Vine to talk about the pros and the cons. We talked about what our thoughts were and also what the future entails from Vine and what it means for applications like TikTok. We hope you guys really enjoyed the podcast, and we really appreciate you guys watching, liking, and commenting, because that's what really keeps us going. That's what motivates us to create more podcast episodes. So thank you so much, as StriveX Academy would not be operating without the help of you all supporters. My name is Shoria Sharma. Again, this is Arjun Verma. We hope to continue after this our regular schedule of every podcast every other week, if not every other 2 weeks. Given that we have school, we're a little busy, but we're going to try our best. Also, as Arjun mentioned in the beginning of the podcast, StriveX Academy has a lot new projects that are going to be rolling out throughout the next couple of months. Stay tuned for that. Once again, my name is Sharia, this is Arjun, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.